to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Friday morning. It's Friday, yay! So I decided to come on because I could not sleep. I went to bed so tired last night. I went to bed probably about 8 o'clock, but I stayed up. I love watching Funky Dineva. And I don't even think I watched the whole show. I fell asleep, but then I woke up. I don't know what time it was, but I could not sleep. And I have a whatnot show this morning. And because I couldn't sleep, I said, let me just go ahead and get my morning started. So I've been up for at least a couple of hours. So I said, let me just get up and get started. And when I do a whatnot show in the mornings, I get up like I'm going to work. Honey, I get up, I get showered, I do my little skincare, get dressed. Nothing fancy, of course. Sometimes I wear shorts and a t-shirt, but still. I put on my mascara, my lipstick or lip gloss or whatever, and because, I mean, you want to look presentable, especially if you're selling beauty products, right? So this morning I've already showered. This morning I use this honey cleansing oil. Normally I don't use this, that's why there's still so much left. But normally I use like Cetaphil foaming wash or the Rock cleanser. But I just grabbed this, and then I used this bubble mask I got as a freebie from somebody. I bought something from Whatnot. So I used that. It has soothing probiotics, blah, blah, blah. So I used that. And right now I'm using a toner, Emora toner. Of course, I bought that on Whatnot as a skincare bundle. So some things I keep for myself. So just using that toner. And then I'm going to use this little gadget here. Hold on. I had to plug it in. This little light therapy gadget that I got on Whatnot, but it has 7 different color lights. So let's see, it says like red light is for anti-aging, blue light soothing inflammation, green light smooths wrinkles and fine lines, purple light promotes lymphatic drainage, yellow light reduces melanin production. I like my melanin, so that ain't happening. Cyan light reduces skin tension and swollen capillaries. White light relaxes skin and accelerate growth and healing of skin cells. So this is my first time using this, but actually I use my toner, and then I use Clinique. You can barely see it. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. Right now it's coming up on 4 a.m. and I actually had my show scheduled for 5:30. I usually get up maybe an hour and a half before my show so I can kind of take my time, make my coffee, straighten up my area, because after I do a show and pack up everything, my work area is a mess. And sometimes I clear it up, sometimes I don't. But just make sure everything's in order. Make sure my show is set up correctly with the shipping profiles and everything. I may add some things to my shop. And after I use the moisturizer, I use some type of oil. This is Nakery Serum and Oil, or in my other bathroom I have a rosehip oil that I may use. I'm kind of heavy-handed. I need to learn not to use so much. So this time, just 1 pump. When I first started using that, honey, I do 4 and 5, 6 pumps and put it on my face. You don't need that much, because I be looking shinier than the sun. See, that was just 1 pump. I think that was too much. So we're going to massage that in and then use the light therapy for a minute while I talk. So I've been doing this Whatnot thing for past few months, and in a previous video I did mention, yeah, I think that was too much. I did mention that as a reseller, doing reselling, I want to make at least $950 or $1,000 a month. It's great if I go over, which I had been doing that and more on eBay. Last year I did pretty good on my taxes, I think, because I started in May, I believe, on eBay, and I brought in an extra, it was $11,000 or $12,000 from eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So far this year, sales haven't been all that great, so I'm on Whatnot. So I have actually been making my goal of $1,000, but for some reason, I just added up my numbers for August. My payout from eBay was $569, and my payout from Whatnot, I actually made $1,400 on Whatnot. I exceeded my goal, but for some reason, I almost feel like the effort that I put into it doesn't equate the dollar amount that I'm getting out. Even though I met my goal, and I did this, I'm doing this just to fill in the time, because if you don't already know, I am a registered nurse of 31 years. I can make a lot more money being a registered nurse, but I don't want to. I don't want the stress. It's to the point where 31 years, I only got a few more years in me to do nursing. It's so physically taxing, especially at the job. That's my main job that I work part-time at. So anyway, that's a whole other story. So I decided to do reselling just to fill in the time. You know, I ain't got nothing to do rather than sitting around watching TV, watching YouTube. I can make some extra money. So that's what I do. But I'm starting to feel like the effort that I put into Whatnot, especially because you have to set up your show, you have to present the items, be on camera, be okay with not making any money, and be on there for 2 or 3 hours and not making any money or a very small amount of money. And if you do make any amount of money, packing up these items. At first I was okay with it, but now I'm like, okay, you gotta pick a struggle. Either you're gonna do it or you're gonna limit yourself. So now this morning, as I wake up, I'm gonna have a show, and I've decided that I'm only gonna stay on for 2 hours. In some of the Whatnot groups that I'm in. Oh, by the way, let me do this while let's see, what do I want to do? Anti-aging, calm, sensitive. How about the red light, anti-aging and promote collagen production? So we're going to turn that on and see, you can go from light to light. So we're going to do the red light. Okay. So, oh, it vibrates. Oh my. Okay. All right. That's okay. You hear that? Okay. All right. So anyway, where was I? So I'm only going to spend 2 hours. And in some of the Facebook groups, it says, well, you know, if you're new, it takes time. And I understand that. And sometimes you have to be on. You just have to stay on until the people come. You have to stay on for more than an hour or 2 hours. But no, my time is valuable. More valuable than staying on and not getting any money. So 2 hours is going to be my max unless the sales are really coming in. And after that, I will spend that time on other platforms. For example, I have so much product that I have not posted on eBay that I need to spend more time doing that also. So if after 2 hours, if the sales are not hitting, then I will shut the show down and I will work on posting on eBay and Mercari. Poshmark, they take 20% off the top. I'm not crazy about Poshmark, but I'm going to start posting more on, of course, on eBay and Mercari also. Especially Mercari, because in the past month, I've gotten dinged on eBay trying to sell a couple different products that they said I could not sell because it violated somebody's rights. I was trying to sell, I believe it was this hair mask, and I guess I'm not allowed to sell it because the company says, who owns it, says I can't sell it. And then I was trying to sell, what was it? Oh, a hair straightener. Now, I was able to repost that because I actually used a photo from Amazon. Yeah, I copied a photo from Amazon. And I guess the company saw it and says, no, it was copyrighted. So I had to change it and post my own photo. And the reason I did that initially is because it's a brand new straightener in the box. Brand new straightener in the box. So if it's something new, you don't want to have to open it because that lessens the value of it. So I just had to post the box and give a good description. So hopefully it will sell because I bought a couple more that were still like $3, and I think I got one for $5 and another one for $3 from the Suncoast liquidation. So even if I can sell it for $30, $40, that'll be a nice profit for me. So anyway, I'm going to finish doing this, maybe a couple more minutes. And then I have a huge bag of coffee beans. I'm out of my coffee, my K-cups for hot coffee. I do have some coffee cups, K-cups for iced coffee. And sometimes I use it for hot coffee. But I have a huge bag of coffee beans that I won on an auction on Whatnot. And also a coffee grinder. So I'm going to grind me some coffee for the first time. And maybe even use my espresso. Well, I don't want espresso. I have an espresso machine. But I don't want to use that. I'll just have some regular hot coffee. Oh, I guess it has a timer. Okay, so it's telling me you've done enough. So I'm done with this. We'll shut this off. So I'm going to go make me some coffee. I'm going to start a load of laundry, straighten up my space, and my show starts at 5:30. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, so this is the coffee grinder. I'm pretty sure I got this. Somebody gave this to me on my local Buy Nothing St. Pete. Like a neighborhood person gave this to me. It has a suction on the bottom to keep it from sliding, which is nice. This is the big, how many pounds? 2.2 pounds of coffee beans that I got on Whatnot. I'm pretty sure this came in like one of those mystery boxes that I used to buy. And I remember actually having 3 bags. So I sold 2 bags on eBay a long time ago, but I saved 1 bag for myself. And this will last forever because it doesn't expire until August of 2026. So this will last me a long time. So let's get going. I'm going to cut this open. Oh, and I found this. This is really cute. I love going to TJ Maxx and finding exactly what I wanted. I paid $10, $9.99 for this. I don't know if you can see it. This cute little container is perfect for coffee or sugar, but of course I'm going to use it for coffee. So let's get this going here. If I can open it up. There we go. I don't know how much this holds, but I'm just going to use like maybe half a cup, quarter cup maybe. We'll see. Cut that open there. Oops, I didn't cut it enough. Oh, it smells so good. I love coffee. Well, I probably should have just poured it in there, but I want to measure how much first, because I don't want to make a whole lot. So this is a cup right here. This is a cup. So we'll pour that in there and cover that up with the scissors. Oh gosh, it smells so good. Let's see. It's called the Bear. Let's see. If I can, I know it worked. Ah! Let's see. Am I doing it right? Okay. I'm having technical issues here. There we go. See what that looks like. Oh, okay. I think I need to grind it a little bit more. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay. Looks good. Okay. That looks good and smells so good. Okay. We're going to put that right there. I'll put that away in a cabinet somewhere. I'm going to pour this in here. And the coffee is called Lavazza. Lavazza. Spoon. So we're going to pour that in there. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and go ahead and get my show started. I already got a load of laundry started. And then the plan for the rest of the day, let me bring you guys back up. The plan for the rest of the day is after the show, if I have a good show, great, I'll pack things up and I ship the same day. If after a couple of hours I'm not getting any sales, I'll shut it down and then I'll start posting at least, because I got canceled from work today, which is good. I'm off all day long. I'll post at least 10 items on eBay and then I will go to the liquidation warehouse because I have some items that I won on auction last week and earlier this week that I had not picked up. So I'll pick those items up and I'll do a haul maybe in another video. So moving on. All right, I'm back, y'all. So I'm done with my show. I spent longer than I wanted to on it because I ended up talking, just chatting with people. Otherwise, I would have cut it off at 2 hours. But some sales started to come in after the 1 hour mark. For the first hour, no sales whatsoever. But then a few people came in and one lady, she was actually ordering some stuff. And then we got to chatting. We have something in common. She's in the medical field also. She works at a doctor's office. So we were chit-chatting about, work. In the meantime, a couple other people came in. So all in all, I spent 2 hours. Oh gosh, what did it say? 2 hours and maybe 30 minutes on this show. I made $98. We'll talk about that in a minute. That was gross. My estimated net profit was $80.27. I had 4 buyers, and I think just one was two were new buyers and 2 were repeat buyers, and I sold 19 items. So I'm going to went ahead and cleared up my space because I'm not going to be doing any shows this weekend. So I cleared up my space. I cleared off my table. So this is one buyer here. Thank goodness she bought. I can't believe I've been trying to sell these Clinique tote bags. I sold them only for, I think, $4. At first I put up $5, but I said, no, I'm going to drop the price. So one buyer bought both of these Clinique tote bags here. And she bought an Avon box. Every box has something different in it. And this was just miscellaneous Avon products. So I sold her a bundle for $5. I was selling these Avon boxes for $5. Let me open one up so you can see. So this one has a perfume, an eye pencil, vitamin C serum, and a toner. I was selling those for $5. Somebody bought a Hello Kitty bundle. I just had some Hello Kitty products and a gift bag. So she bought this bundle. I sold it to her because she's a repeat buyer for $12. She bought an Avon box also. And she bought 2 purses. These are purses, new with tag. They're Target brand purses. And then the other new buyer, she bought all of this. She bought 3 makeup bags. 1, 2, 3. And she bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Avon boxes. And then another repeat buyer bought 2 of these makeup boxes. So this buyer here, after, hold on. So the buyer that bought the 6 Avon boxes and the 3 makeup bags, after the show, she sent me a message saying, hey, do you have any more of those Avon boxes? I said, sure. I did mention it during the show that I have more available, but I have so many that it's hard for me to bring the big box into my space here. So actually during the show, twice I went back to my back room to grab more. And I guess she doesn't want anybody to get any more because she wants to buy some more. I'm like, girl, I got more. So I sent her a message that I can actually set up a private show for her. And I can open up the boxes so that she can see what's in each box and decide on what she wants to buy. I gave her some time frames this weekend. So if it works for her, I'll set up a private show and send her the link so that she can link into the show. And it'll just be she and I. And then I also told her, I'm a businesswoman now. Hey, if she knows anybody else that wants to buy, hold on, let me put this down. If she knows anybody else that would be interested in purchasing those Avon boxes, just let me know. Send them the link also. Or I can send them the link. So hopefully the time frame will work for her this weekend. And in the meantime, I am going to pack everything up. I hope I have the right boxes because I set it up for flat rate boxes and I only have 2. So I may have to change up the shipping on some of these. But anyway, so I'm going to pack these up. And actually, I need to go to the Suncoast liquidation. Remember, I said that I need to pick up some orders. And when you go get your stuff, the host that actually hosts the show, they kind of give you your box or say, hey, and check. And you have to give them your QR code or the order number for that day that you ordered so that they can say that you picked it up. And I like to do it because their show starts between 11:30. I like to get there beforehand so that I don't interrupt them during their show or, there's no problem. I probably should leave now. Or maybe I should do it this afternoon. No, because of traffic. Let me think. Maybe I'll pack this stuff up later. Either way, that's what I'm going to do today when it comes to business and reselling. Pack this stuff up, ship it off, go get my own purchases, and I'll do a haul in another video, and then just do some stuff around the house. And tonight I'm going to see Earthquake because I got canceled from the job, so I bought my ticket yesterday. A coworker, it was her last day, and we were just talking, and she lives in Tampa. I don't understand people driving from one city to the other for these jobs. I don't want to drive any more than 20 minutes to anybody's job. But of course, that's her business. But it's her last day, and she's transferring to a hospital in Tampa. And I mentioned the comedy show. She was like, hey, let's get together, blah, blah, blah. Let's stay in touch. So she bought her ticket also. So we're going to go see Earthquake tonight at 7 p.m. And I know he's a funny comedian, so I won't be disappointed. So that will be the start of my weekend. So I may come back in the same video. I may not. But if I don't, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Stay safe and have fun. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.